Here in session 3, we are going to see the files and directories of your Linux, which we have studied earlier, the files and directory structures. We are going to use this particular files and directory structures from now. Now for that, I'll be again starting my virtual machine here. So this is my virtual machine. I'll start this virtual machine now. Now in this particular virtual machine, we are going to start with the command line, which is the essential tools. And I'm going to get login with my user root here. Now in this particular root, we can again see we are logged in through root. This is my root's desktop, and through that I'm going to start my terminal. Now here in this terminal, we can see this is my prompt. So we should understand this prompt as well. So it shows your username which you have logged in, your system name, and the desktop. This is nothing but your location which you have. Now very first we have the username. So it shows through which user you have logged in. Even we can check it on the top right in your desktop. So this is the root. This is the root user we have logged in. Now after that it shows @localhost. This is nothing but your system name. Here my system name is localhost, and this is location where I am. Right now I am on desktop. So each and every user have their own desktop folder in their own home directory. If we want to see the path of this particular desktop, in which location we are in, so we can even check by using command pwd, that is present working directory. If we hit enter over here, we can now check what exactly the location of the file is. So now I'm going to use this particular command pwd and enter. Now you can see /root/desktop. As we have already discussed, root has its own separate home directory, that is /root. Under root we are in folder of desktop, because in terminal we have right clicked and we have started our terminal. So by default the location of the terminal, the location where we are in, that is your desktop. Now you can use switch user test. Now I want to see the home directory of my test. So we can switch the user by using command su. In test now, you can see the root which was there in the prompt is changed to test now. And you can also see the prompt contain hash in your root. Whenever the root has logged in, it will show hash, and when the standard users get logged in, they will show the $ symbol. So here the test I have logged in, the standard user, so it is showing me $ symbol. Now test has logged in. Now again the location is again desktop. Now I want to check whose desktop it is. Now I will check this desktop by using the same command pwd. So it is showing the root's desktop, because the root has switched. But when you switch the user, it won't go directly in the home directory of the logged in user. So for moving into the home directory of the test user or the logged in user, here the test home directory we can use by command cd. Now any particular user, if you have logged in, if you want to see directly move its home directory, you can use cd. So once I give cd command, I can see the tilde symbol here. So it is directly moving in tilde. What this tilde represent? Tilde represent the home directory of the user, present login user. Again we can check by using pwd command. Now pwd should show /home/test, because as we know it is standard user, it will show the home directory in your /home. So /home/test, as if the user is user1, it would have shown us /home/user1. So this is the home directory of the user. So cd command we will be using for directly moving the user's home directory, whichever the user it is. So here home/test is the home directory of test now. Now here in this particular test is now logged in your terminal, right? So now we can even switch out of this particular terminal. Now while switching to this particular terminal, we can use exit command. So again we will be back to the previous user which you have logged in. So the by default user which we have here, which is logged in this particular terminal, is root. So we have moved to root again. Now we are going to see how we are going to manage our directories. So very first thing, right now in cd command we can see in root, generally we have /root again. So /root is nothing but your home directory of this particular user. So whenever you want to switch the user to its own home directory, you can use cd command. Only cd will work. Now here we can see root user is having a home directory. So home directory, every user will have /home, but the location of this home directory will be different. So here in home, we have different directories which we have already seen. The root is having its own home directory. We can even check out with the other users. Now we will log out from here. We'll log out from this particular user and I'll get logged with my other user, so that we can even check the home directory of other user. So even there, when we start with our other terminal of other particular user, so we can also check the directory which we can find on this particular desktop will be the same. Now here I am getting logged in with test. Now you can see the directory on the desktop. It will be again a home. So how you'll come which home directory it is? So by default, the user which get logged in, automatically the home directory which it has on his desktop will be the user's home directory. But the location behind the screen will be different. As for root, it will be directly /root, and for other standard users, it will be /home/the username. Under that, you can find all the directories. Now here we are going to see about, this is nothing but your Red Hat. First time I have logged in. So this is my desktop. I have logged in through test. Now we can start with our home directory of the test now. This is home. As we know, the name is same. I'll open this particular directory. Even the directories are same, but I need to know the location. Now for this location, again we'll go in enter location from file menu. Now we can see this is /home/test. I want directly move in mount point. So these are the directories. You can see the user test can see cross mark on your root directory, as the home folder contain the user standard home directory. So this is a test home directory. The test home directory test can access its home directory, but root is a super user. The root directory cannot be accessed by the test, so it is showing you permission denied. So you don't have any permission to access this particular root directory. Standard users cannot access any particular data stored in root, but root, when it gets logged in, it will be able to get access to the root home directory. Now we can check this particular thing. Now we'll create one particular folder in your terminal or in this particular desktop, so that at least we will come to know what is the data which we have stored over here is available from the root or not, whether root can access this particular data. So I'm creating one folder with name test folder on your desktop of the test itself. So I'll give the test folder on desktop. Now we will get login through your root. So I'll get logout. After getting logout, I'll get login with my root, so that we can test, because in test we were finding cross mark on root and we were not able to access the root data. Now we'll just check whether we are able to access test data from your root. So I'll get login with my root, the username root, and I'll assign the password for the root and I'll sign in. Now we can see the desktop. We'll start with our desktop, and then we will check under the home directory of test whether we are able to see that directory and whether the root is accessible to that data or not. Generally, all the super user get the data access. Now we can start with the home. Now this is the home directory of your root, right? But we want to move in the home directory of your user test. So we'll move in your /root/ that is your mount point. We will move under your home. We'll find home. Now home is over here. Okay, so I'll click on this. We have test folder. We can get all the particular folder. We are able to see it. We are able to access it. We'll go into the desktop and we'll check whether we can see the folder or not. Now we are able to access this particular folder. Even we can create directories in this. So root has the full permission to access any particular user's data. By default, the root is a superior user, so it will have all the powerful rights. But test any particular standard users won't have this particular rights here. Now we are going to see what the other commands we are looking here. Now the many commands which we use. So very first thing, we will start with our folders and files. So we'll manage our folders and files. What we will do, we'll see how we are going to create the directories and files in this particular system. So here we are going to start with our system. Here I'm going to start with my home directory, so that whatever the things we are going to do it in terminal, we'll be able to see in our system as well. So first we will move into the location. As in graphical, we directly move in mount point. So for moving in mount point in terminal, we'll be using cd slash directly. Cd is change directory. So I'm changing the directory to slash. So you can see slash appear over here because the present working directory is slash. Now I'm going to view all the directories here. So for viewing all the directories and files, we have command ls. ls is lists. So it is showing me all the list of directories. You can see what are the directory. You can see graphically the same directories you can see in your terminal as well. So this is the command ls. ls is list. You can check all the name of your directories and files over here. So these are directories. Now if I want to check the details of this directories, so I'll be using ls space -l, that is list long. So I can see all the directory name with the permission allocated to that particular directory. That we'll find later how we can check this permission. The user which you have created, the owner and group, time of creation, date of creation, and the folder and file name. So this is the content which we can get the details of each and every details of the directory using different columns. So for just viewing the name of directory and file, we will be using ls, and we will be using ls space -l for the detail of your directories and files. One more thing, the files will be in a blue color. In your directories will be in a blue color, while the file you can see in a black color. So here we all have all the directories which are of different purposes. So we can see that different colors, we will identify those colors later on. ls space -l, again the list long, ls for your normal listing the files and contents. Now even we can use ll, which works same as your ls space -l. So ls space -l is long listing. Same shortcut we can use ll, but it works only on your Red Hat and the Red Hat distributor operating system, which are related to this particular operating system. Now we can go and check with the other commands like clear we have used for clearing the screen. Now this is a new page which has appeared. For ls we have different parameters like ls space -a. Now if I want to see all the files which are your hidden files as well, so we can even check by using ls space -a. You can see there are two files. I can see dot and double dot, which I am not able to see in my directory, any particular graphical or in terminals. If you give ls space -la, it will show you all the list long, and you can see there are two again files and folders dot, and it is containing the detail of their directories as well. Now what I'm going to do, I want to see all these particular files, okay, which are my hidden files. Now we will see that hidden files in your terminal as well as in our command line files, in our graphicals. So here this is the command terminal which you have seen, this two dot and double dot, and you can also find your bash files, your .bash logout, .bash history, .bash profile, rc, cache. These are nothing but all the hidden files. So all the hidden files start with dot. Now if you create any file with dot, by default it will be a hidden file. Now graphically we'll see this particular files in this location. Now here I'll go in my graphical menu. In graphical menu, I'm just moving into my home directory root now. In root, we have seen this particular directory. The same directory we'll find over here because it is not hidden directory which I have seen. Now if I want to see the hidden directory, I'll be using the graphical menu here. Now in this particular option, we'll list this particular files, and we'll have the your hidden files here. Now we can show hidden files. Now it will show all the files over here. Now you can see .bash history, .bash logout, which we have found by using the command ls space -l or ls space -a. Now you can see anaconda bash history, white logout. This is the hidden files. Now these hidden files we can only see by using command ls space -a, the parameters for your listing your all files which is containing your hidden files and folders as well. If I don't want to show, I'll uncheck this particular option, show hidden files. So automatically which are the hidden files which we can see will get disappeared from here. Same way here we can use only ls command. It won't show us the hidden files and directories. Okay, or ls space -l. The same way it won't show the hidden files and directories. Next we are going to see ls space -i, that is your inode numbers. Each and every directories or files, they have their own specific inode numbers, which we are going to see later on. That is your different inode number. Each and every inode number for each and every directory will be different because they are stored in a different location. So every file contains their inode number, where when we are using the hard links or when we are using a pointer records, that time generally we'll use these particular inode numbers for each and every different directories here. So these inode numbers are very important. So to check this particular inode numbers, you can use ls space -i. Now the next which we are going to see of ls space -i, generally we are using softing and hardlink commands that we'll be seeing over here, that will use over there. Now here in ls space -i, we can also check the inode number of different directories, if it is same or different for different files. Even we can check for a particular file as well. Now here we have ls space -i anaconda kf.cfg. Now I am checking the inode number of particular file. Sometimes it happens, you can see the files are having the same inode numbers. The reason behind those inode numbers we will check later on. So here we are going to see the different parameters, your ls space -a, we have seen ls space -l, we have seen ll, we have seen ls space -a, this ls space -i. These are different parameters generally which we have seen for your ls. Now we can list the files in different forms by hiding a file, by inode numbers, by long listing, by normal listing. So these are the parameters of ls which we have seen. Now in graphical, we have seen all about how we can get the access to different directories and files, and same way here also we have seen this particular directories and files. Now we are going to create a folder on the desktop so that we can list this particular folder and we will work on this directory. Now we can create Red Hat directory, any particular directory, by right clicking on the desktop in graphical menu. Same way I want to create a directory in our terminal as well. So for that I'll be moving into my home directory. Now I'll be moving into my desktop so that at least I'll be able to create a folder on desktop. And it is a case sensitive, you should know how you are going to use this particular data. I'm using cd space desktop, that is change directory to desktop. Now I can see the Red Hat directory which I have created graphically is available over here by giving my ls command. Now I want to create one more directory on my desktop, so I'll give command mkdir, it is for make directory, and you can assign any particular name of the directory which you want to create. So I'm creating a textmode directory, textmode 1. Now you can check the directory will get automatically created on the desktop. So this is the way, this is the command how we can create a directory on the desktop. Now we are going to create the same particular directory and we are going to check this particular directory again. Now ls command, you can also check Red Hat directory contains space. Now if I want to create a directory with space, so I can use mkdir, your command which we can use, that is imp data. So imp data I want with space, so imp data, enter.